Why should Trump be impeached?
No, I believe the whole government should resign. It's all corrupt. Dissolve the whole government. Oh.
Look, they're telling him like a bunch of Gestapo. Don't talk to me.
We need a new king. Let the devil scream. We need a new king. Let the devil scream. Let the devil scream. All mainstream. We need a new king. Let the devil scream. Hollywood fool when they come on that blink. Bop, 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 and that Hollywood I sing. Ding, dang. We need a new king.
The Trump-Pence regime must go now.
Get rid of the leader of this crew. This gang that we have in the White House.
Trump Pence out now!
You are W-R-O-N-G. Look it up, bitch. You're wrong. Bitch, you are white. Do you not see your skin?
I don't have time for your white supremacist ass.
You look like a fascist.
I'm not a fascist.
I know she's a fascist.
To call for launching this different kind of protest beginning in October. It has become all the more necessary and possible now that the impeachment hearings have begun.
The Trump-Pence regime and all of his soldiers, they are marching in two, one behind the other.
The decision this past week by the Democratic Party leadership to pursue impeachment opens up the possibility for increased mass struggle by the masses of people taking to the streets and the public squares.
We're not here calling for his impeachment, even though we think we should. We're out here calling on millions and millions to go into the streets and stay in the streets repeatedly, creating a political crisis because of the actions of the people of this country until the rulers decide we better get them out.
So do you think that this group is willing to allow for violence and civil unrest just to get Trump out of office?
Did you hear what I just said? Nonviolent protest.
You just rammed her body into me, ma'am. What? Do you think it's okay to assault people?
That's like what you're doing.
Don't be pushing me, dude.
I'm telling you, get out of the
me,
way.
dude. You're pushing
Get out of the way. NYPD-KKK, how many kids have you killed today? Let us not go back to before slavery. Let us not go back to the massacre of the Native Americans. Let's move forward. We've come too far to go back.
These first actions should involve as many people as we can mobilize in the short time that we have to start amassing in cities and towns across the country on the next Saturday, October 26th, and then to do so for 4 consecutive Saturdays through November 16th. Every week should dramatize the need for this to grow and to broaden.
We are not going back. Trump Pence must go. Go, go, go.
This is Millie Weaver, and we are here in New York at a Refuse Fascism, Trump Pence Out Now protest. This is the left's attempt to spark massive civil unrest and protests to throw Trump out of the White House.
New York City, Trump and Pence are fascists. There's no doubt. Rise up! Rise up! You're in the right place to be. Let's go!
It's ironic because these far leftists hate the police. They even spoke about how they hate the police, and yet this kind police officer is escorting them through the streets of New York, making sure that people make way for them as they march.
Puerto Rico, show this how. Trump Pence out now. Puerto Rico, show this.
Why do you want to impeach Trump?
I want to drive the Trump-Pence regime from power because they pose catastrophic danger to humanity and the planet.
What catastrophic danger do they pose?
They are setting a fire to the planet. They are caging children.
Are they committing arson?
Folks, you gotta get on the sidewalk. Folks, make your way to the sidewalk. Folks,
They are pouring fuel on global climate change as the planet burns.
Why do you want to impeach Trump?
I want 4-year-olds to not vomit blood.
Okay. How is Trump at fault for that?
He has financed and supported with word and deed the border security that is caging immigrant children instead of giving a sane immigration policy. He has criminalized immigrants seeking
Not just him, Mike Pence too.
What dangers do they impose to humanity?
The wall is not only a danger to humanity, but it's also a danger to the environment.
So apparently the wall is unenvironmental. Why do you want to impeach Trump?
Because he's a fascist. He doesn't like queer people, he doesn't like women, and he doesn't like people of color. What's there to know?
What proof do you have that he doesn't like people of color?
Well, there was his tweet that he tweeted about gender stereotypes and that employers should be able to fire people based off of gender stereotypes.
But that's not people of color. Those are gender stereotypes.
Why else should Trump be removed from power? Well, for me, this is a matter of life and death for me. My body's on the line. I am not safe in this country.
How is it life and death? How is it a matter of life and death?
As a woman, if I was raped, his administration would not want me to be able to have an abortion. As an LGBTQ plus person, his administration thinks I should be brainwashed. All of that. Also, I stand here. I stand here with my communities of color. That his administration supports police violence and does nothing and is removing many of the systems that support people who are already oppressed in this country. So there's so many reasons. We're calling on everyone, whatever everyone's fighting for, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's women's rights, whether it's because we are in an environmental crisis. All of those are reasons to be here. All of those.
How many more years until the earth becomes a scorched earth?
That all depends on the actions we take now.
Why should Trump be impeached?
He's a fascist.
What evidence do you have of that?
I'm not good at this, lady. I'm just carrying a sign. You gotta ask somebody who's more, eloquent at this.
What do you mean? You can't just say you're just carrying a sign and you don't know why.
Oh, I know why, because I want him out.
Trump supporter? What's your deal, lady?
Yeah, you are.
I'm a member of the press.
All right, well, let us march.
Don't push me. This lady just shoved me with her sign.
First, not America, first.
Why should Trump be impeached?
Have we been alive for the past 4 years?
Why should he be impeached, though?
Humanity deserves a lot better. Are you kidding me? He's putting kids in concentration camps away from their families. Is that okay?
Did you know that the camps, first of all, they're not really camps, but did you know that the policies down there at the border have been going on since Obama?
That's hilarious. That's not true. It's already been proven not to be true.
It is actually true.
No, he was deporting illegal aliens. That part is true, but he did not have children in cages like we do now.
The same policies to hold the children was going on.
Executive order. That's not true.
It is true. The same policies that were under Obama's administration.
But you're wrong. You are WRONG. Look it up, bitch. You're wrong. Bye.
I'm not wrong.
This is wrong. This right here is the truth. You're supporting a 16-time rapist. Have fun with that.
Trump, must go.
That's assault, ma'am. You don't do that. That's assault. I can have you arrested.
Trump, must go.
Putting a bullhorn in someone's ear is assault. Don't do that.
Must go.
Trump, Pence, must go.
Trump, Pence, must go.
Trump.
She's putting the bullhorn in my ear to try to assault me.
Pence, must go.
Why should Trump be impeached?
I don't give a shit about impeachment.
You don't care?
That's just the ruling class versus the ruling class.
What do you care about?
Ending the system.
What crimes has he committed?
Well, he's violated the emoluments, like every which way. He's conspired with Russia and Saudi Arabia and God knows who else. Election interference, that's illegal. You can't ask Ukraine to get dirt on your political opponent. That's not legal.
But you can ask Ukraine to not prosecute your son if you're the vice president.
I honestly don't know anything about that whole thing.
With Joe Biden?
Joe Biden. I don't.
You don't? Okay, look, she's telling him not to talk to me now.
Who is he from? I don't even know. Oh, great.
So just, you know.
So look, they're like a cult.
Yeah, they're right wing.
Seize the day! Seize the hour! Get these fascists out of power! Seize the day!
What was that? She just assaulted me. She just rammed her body into me, ma'am. What? Do you think it's okay to assault people? She just assaulted me. She just like stopped and rammed her body into me. Look at the tricks they do.
It doesn't help your cause. That's the problem. It doesn't help your cause.
Seize the day! Seize the hour!
What has he done that's impeachable?
A lot of stuff, like kicking all the immigrants out. Like his wife, first of all, is an immigrant herself.
Okay. All right, and then the interview's gone because this lady wants to interrupt me. It's the same. She said, "You're slandering me, ma'am. I'm not a fascist. I'm a capitalist." There's a huge difference. There's a whole other half of the country that sees no reason to impeach Trump. Can you please tell us if there is a real reason to impeach him?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
Because there really is no issue, is there? Because they have no comment. I feel like if there really was something that was so impeachable that you're all out here protesting, they could give a comment and tell us why he should be impeached. Why should Trump be impeached?
Why? Because he's a criminal.
What crimes has he committed?
He is a traitor who is selling America's entrance to the Russians to win re-election. He stole the election the first time, didn't get caught, now they've caught him. He needs to be out now.
So, what about Hillary Clinton? Did you think she should be put in jail for the crime she did?
Wrong.
Hillary didn't do anything wrong.
Do anything wrong.
He shouldn't be impeached. He should be kicked out, period. Not only him, but Pence too. And I call him chump.
Do you think that he will win in 2020 if we don't impeach him?
No.
Don't slander us.
Don't slander us.
Don't slander us.
You shouldn't talk to me.
Why do you tell everyone not to talk to me?
Because it's bullshit what you're doing.
You don't mean well. You don't mean well.
What do you mean I don't mean well? I'm asking you questions right now about why you're protesting. I thought this is what democracy's about. You protest, you talk to the media.
Here, period. There's no such thing as democracy in the U.S. of A. Bottom
Is it because you guys don't want that? You want communism and socialism? America was never a democracy.
First of all, this is not America. This is Turtle Island because America, this place was stolen from the natives, and it's not. And the natives are not called Indians because that idiot Columbus thought he was in India.
Do you think America should have to pay for what happened in 1619?
They need to pay for everything, restitution for everything.
No fucking shit. Of course they do. Okay, so why should America have to pay for 1619 when America wasn't even founded until 1776?
Well, you know what?
All the same people, you dumbass.
Bottom line is,
it's not the same people.
160 years separation.
Yeah, it's all the same people. It's 160 years of time separation right there. But
you know, the bottom line is, you need to come off your high fucking horse and stop the shit, okay? Because I'm not the one.
I'm not on a high horse. Yeah. I'm asking questions.
No, you know you're full of shit. Bottom line.
How am I full of shit? What have I said that's full of shit?
Sit on it, okay?
Sit on what? What have I said?
Rotate.
What have I said, though, that's full of it?
I don't have time for your white supremacist ass.
I am not a white supremacist. That is completely slander, ma'am.
Fucking America. It should be more about humanity and not the fucking America.
So if somebody doesn't agree with you,
it's never great.
She just want to talk to you. So if somebody doesn't agree with you, they're a white supremacist.
You want to make America white fucking again.
No, that is not true. So that's not true, ma'am. And look,
keep going.
So just because she and I have a disagreement of opinion, she claims I'm a white supremacist, which is absolutely not true. That's typical.
Just like what you're doing.
Don't be pushing me, dude.
I'm telling you, get out of the way.
Dude. You're pushing me.
Get out of the way.
You know who goes around the street and assaults people? You know who goes around the street assaulting people and gets away with it? A bunch of radical leftists, anti-fascists like yourself. I think if it were up to these people, they'd throw us all in jail like a witch trial. And they would just say, we think you're a criminal, we think you're a white supremacist, we think you're a bigot or racist, whatever name, and just throw you in prison without due process. Why should Trump be impeached?
Why should Trump not be in charge? Because he's like against human rights and against everything that human rights should stand for. And I think that's like, for our 21st century, not what we should have as a president.
Not why he shouldn't be in charge. Why should he be impeached? What crime has he committed?
He has committed a crime against
humanity. NYPD, KKK, how many kids have you killed today?
Do you think that if he doesn't get impeached, he could win in 2020?
Well, who knows? No one. Look, he has tens of millions of supporters.
Should we impeach him so he doesn't win in 2020?
Well, you can impeach him, but if you don't vote him out in the Senate, then he'll still be in power. And if you vote him out in the Senate and he does not leave, then you have an even bigger problem. And why wait for that? Because the Democrats are not doing anything fundamentally to mobilize the people that they claim to support and represent to go into the streets.
So what crime has he committed, though, that what impeachable offense has he committed that it justifies impeachment?
Well, I think you already know that.
I'm asking you because you're out here protesting him.
But I'm not, okay, but we're not here calling for his impeachment, even though we think we should. We're out here calling on millions and millions to go into the streets and stay in the streets, non-violently, but massively, repeatedly, creating a political crisis because of the actions of the people of this country until the rulers decide we better get them out.
So do you think that this group is willing to allow for violence and civil unrest just to get Trump out of office?
Did you hear what I just said? Nonviolent protest.
Yes, there are more jobs, but these jobs are not good. They are not better. They are like menial factory jobs. Like, it's terrible.
But you know, if we just start taxing the rich can just go to a different country, take their money with them. Then what? Then are we
What the fuck are the rich doing for us? Nothing. Where is the wealth going? These men in the government have all of this money. They're billionaires, and the rest of the government lives on like minimum wage and lives paycheck to paycheck. So the money is not being distributed properly. It might seem like the government, the stock market is up, but fuck Wall Street.
The rich are rich because they create jobs, they create businesses.
Bullshit. The rich are rich because they take advantage of everyone.
Okay, but if you were to tax them a bunch, wouldn't they just leave and go to a different country?
Fuck them. They can get the fuck out. I don't want them.
But then how do you pay for the free college, free health? How do you pay for it if the rich leave?
Do we have free college and free healthcare? No, we do not. We do not.
But how are you going to pay for it if they leave? The rich people leave with their money. How are you going to pay for it?
The rich people who have money are all douchebags, and they don't want to see the rest of the country doing well. They just want more money for themselves. They do not care about you. They do not care about you. They do not care about you who are talking to me.
Okay, let's say that that's true. That still doesn't explain how you're going to pay for it, though. Where's the money going to come from? That doesn't explain it.
Listen, where is the money coming from now? Do you see the money being put into that? No, you do not. So, like,
What are you talking about?
Listen, do you have free education? I don't have a free education. I go to college and I have to pay off a bunch of fucking student loans because our government is a piece of shit.
But you chose to go to college.
Yes, because I want an education.
Okay. But you don't have to do that to be successful. You could be an entrepreneur. That's not something you're forced to do.
Listen, everybody should have the right to seek education. Also, social democracies, like in Europe and everywhere, have really good systems that have like free college for people. We do not have that in this country because we live in a capitalist country that prioritizes profit over people. Thereby, wealth is not distributed properly. Millions and millions of dollars are being put into like growing corn and shit like that, and they pay zero taxes or like have really big tax like they basically don't have to pay barely any taxes and stuff like
You know, if we just tax the corporations a bunch and the rich people a bunch, they're going to leave. They're going to go to other countries like we saw with China. And then we're just going to be a poor, bankrupt country like Venezuela.
Listen, but the thing is that we might have money, what appears to be money, but it is not going to the people. It is going to very few individuals.
And here's the thing, in Cuba, they have free college, but what's the point of it? Because everyone is poor there, pretty much. Everyone is poor. There's no...
Listen, I am sorry that you are white and privileged and that you cannot acknowledge that and that you can't see past that.
That's kind of racist to say that. You don't know my history, where I come from.
Bitch, you are white. Do you not see your skin? You are white, I am white.
And that's disrespectful to call me a bitch.
Your presence is disrespectful. The government is disrespectful.
Asking questions and being a journalist is disrespectful to you?
Your beliefs, you have continually interrupted my sentences. Your beliefs and everything that you are speaking on oppresses other people. So fuck you and your bullshit. I don't want to talk.
It actually does not oppress other people. Will you at least admit that Trump has helped the black community in America with record low African American unemployment?
Oh no, his statistics are better than any president in a while. There's no doubt about that.
Actually, Millennial, what policies has he committed?
Like a Millennial, Millie, enough.
I mean, has he supported policies that are against the law?
She's a fascist.
Wait, but has he supported policies?
Yeah.
One would be just a matter of allowing for checks and balances to take place. I mean, Congress and himself, how many times have he resisted Congress trying to have some oversight for him?
Trying to interrupt.
Well, I mean, but this is a longer conversation.
Yeah, that's what this
we have to have a longer
But at least you do admit that Trump has done good for the African American community in America.
His statistics are better, but at the same time, when you're trashing the very people who you claim to be helping,
he doesn't trash the African Americans.
Oh my God!
He does not trash African Americans.
He told me.
Go talk to Alex Jones. Go talk to Alex Jones.
He's done so much help. Take advantage of the amazing Final Days Black Friday sale at InfoWarsStore.com right now. 50% off, double Patriot points, and free shipping. Products are flying off the shelves. These are high-end quality nutraceuticals. Get them while they last. And you can feel happy knowing that you're supporting me while taking advantage of these great deals.